Hello again. The motif of the black man in a relationship with a white woman has become something of a symbol for our times. It is often used to represent the idea of a multicultural society and the fact that old taboos are now disregarded by all but a handful of fanatical racists and ageing reactionaries. Advertisers and television producers fall over themselves in their enthusiasm for displaying mixed marriages and dual heritage children. At least half of all advertisements now show families with partners of different ethnicity, and the unspoken message that such relationships are both enormously common and very desirable is being advanced. In almost every case, such families are shown to consist of a black man and a white woman. Great efforts are made to ferret out such couples for newspaper stories and television reports, and then feature them as though they were typical of modern Britain, which they are not. When the BBC wished to make a documentary about sudden infant death syndrome, what was once called cot death, they pulled out all the stops to track down a couple which consisted of a black man and a white woman who was also blonde. For the BBC, this couple was emblematic of the new Britain, and I doubt if it ever occurred to them to use any other sort of family to illustrate the programme and act as a centrepiece for the investigation. I give a link to a bit about this programme in the description to this video. Still, it might be argued, surely this is now very common, and so such programmes simply reflect the reality of life in this country today. In fact, it's very rare for black men and white women to be in this kind of setup. Around 10%, that is to say 1 in 10 marriages or partnerships in Britain, what the Office for National Statistics describe as interethnic. The majority of such relationships are between white people of different groups or ethnicities, say an English woman and an Irish man, or a Ukrainian man and a Polish woman. Only around 2 or 3% of those interethnic relationships are between white people and those of Caribbean heritage. That means that if you took a British couple at random, if you simply swooped over the United Kingdom with a helicopter and picked up a couple in a sexual relationship with children completely at random, then the odds of their consisting of a black man and a white woman would be roughly 0.2%, or 1 in 500. What this means is that the 1 in 500 couples which involve a black man and a white woman are being deliberately sought out and advanced as being typical in today's world, which they are certainly not. There is clearly a deliberate thing going on here. The statistics involved make that fairly obvious, but what the motive is must remain a matter for debate.